Hey guys, it's Mike in Taiwan here, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about who works harder, Taiwanese or Koreans. I think probably people just kind of look at it like right off the bat and they'll say hands down it's got to be Koreans, but I mean it's hard to say, especially when you're just living in Asia, right? There's actually this thing that I heard about, and I don't know where I got it from. People from who speak Mandarin pretend that they don't sleep together. Japanese people pretend that they don't eat, and Koreans pretend that they don't sleep. And I don't know necessarily if that stereotype is true, but you know, for Koreans, it's like they want to go all night, and they have this thing in Taiwan. It's called like 996 culture. It's like work from 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock 6 days a week, right? And I've never heard about that in Korea, but maybe they have something that's very similar. But in Korea they have I used to always hear when I was in Korea, Bali Bali, right? Which in Korean means like hurry up, or like go faster or something. And they always they want things to like go faster, and I'm like, you know, why does everything have to go fast all the time? You know, there's kind of a reason why obviously Korea dominates so many different industries. I mean, you might say phones. I mean, I don't have a Korean phone, but phone industry, car industry, plasma screen TV industry, so I've heard. Yeah, I used to have a friend who, from a, like kind of a foreigner perspective, from like English teacher perspective, like, cause he used to own like a place over there, and he was there for like crazy stuff, like 10 years or something, and he owned his like own, you know, cram school or whatever, and I don't know if he wanted to necessarily go anywhere else, but you know, him and his Mandarin speaking wife, they decided, because he's from Canada too, right? And then he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to Taiwan. I don't know why he came to Taiwan, but you know, and I guess they've been living here ever since, and it's okay. He hasn't franchised his school off or anything. He only has one location, which you know is good or is not good, but you know, maybe he might do that in the future. Anyway, you know, one thing that about Taiwanese, like when they move abroad, they just kind of realize that, you know, the working culture is different, and you know, there's kind of like this toxic working culture in Taiwan, for Taiwanese anyways. They work so hard, and you know, they're comparing themselves to other people all the time, and it's always like, okay, you don't work hard enough at your job. And I don't know necessarily if they had that in Korea, but you know, kind of comparing, because the only thing that I can compare is English teaching jobs is like Taiwan and Korea, right? So my job in Taiwan, I say it's a lot more like hands off, and they kind of like leave me alone on like a lot of different things. And I feel that like when I was in Korea, oh gosh, my first job in Korea, I got fired after 3 months, but it's because I was just an immature brat, and you know, they said that I did all these different things, which may probably is true or not true, and I feel that when in Korea, like they'll just kind of like dump like all these like things on you about, you know, how you did such a bad job. The jobs that I did leave in Taiwan, I don't think that I was never fired in Taiwan, but it's like they would bring me to these like mini meetings about like you know, about, and they'd complain to me, and equally they would both complain on both sides. But I feel that in Taiwan there was just less chance that you would actually get fired, but in Korea they would actually like, yeah, drop it down, like, okay, yeah, you're fired, and this is the reason why, and blah blah blah. I feel that they just really don't care more in Korea when it comes to their working culture. Who is it that's going to be working harder? I'd probably say it's, if you probably guessed, it's Koreans, because they don't sleep. They stay up all night. Koreans love coffee. You know, office working culture, they're going to be working. I mean, not working. Going out with your boss, and then you know, it's that aspect is like the same. They go out and drink, and then they stay out until the boss says, okay, you got to go home. So, and then he's like, he goes home, and then you go home. And that's probably the same for probably office working culture too. So I think it's Koreans. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.